Well folks, buckle up because we're in for a bumpy ride. Donald Trump's second term started with a bang, and by bang I mean more like a dumpster fire exploding in a fireworks factory. The first 100 days have been a chaotic whirlwind of executive orders, lawsuits, and global head-scratching. It's enough to make you wonder if someone slipped something into the Oval Office water cooler. Honestly, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised. Trump, never one for subtlety, hit the ground running with a flurry of actions aimed at dismantling his predecessor's legacy. From environmental regulations to healthcare, it seemed like no policy was safe from his Twitter-fueled wrath. The man clearly has a bone to pick with anything Obama-related, and frankly, it's getting a bit childish. But amidst the political posturing and self-congratulatory rallies, a darker reality is unfolding. The Trump administration's actions are not just about erasing the past, they're about fundamentally altering the fabric of American society, and not for the better. From attacks on human rights to a foreign policy that can only be described as erratic, the consequences of Trump's chaotic rule are being felt both at home and abroad. So, grab your antacids and settle in folks, because we're about to dive deep into the turbulent waters of Trump's second term. It's gonna be a wild ride. One of the most alarming aspects of Trump's second term is the administration's blatant disregard for human rights. It's like they took the Bill of Rights, used it to light a cigar, and then flicked the ashes into a glass of freedom. From immigration to education, the attacks have been relentless and terrifyingly effective. Let's start with the administration's cruel and inhumane immigration policies. The separation of families at the border, already a stain on America's conscience, has continued under a veil of secrecy. Meanwhile, asylum seekers are being demonized and denied entry, their pleas for safety falling on deaf ears. It's a humanitarian crisis fueled by xenophobia and political opportunism. And it's not just immigrants who are feeling the heat. The administration has also targeted minority groups, rolling back protections for transgender students, and seeking to defund programs that promote diversity and inclusion. It's almost as if they're actively trying to turn back the clock on civil rights, dragging us back to a darker, more divided era. The erosion of human rights is a dangerous path for any nation to take, and the Trump administration seems hell-bent on sprinting down that path headfirst. It's a betrayal of American values and a threat to the very foundations of our democracy. Remember that time you tried to reorganize your sock drawer and ended up with a tangled mess of mismatched socks and frustrated sighs? Well, imagine that, but on a national scale with your tax dollars and with Elon Musk somehow involved. That's right, folks. Trump's second term has brought us a government reorganization plan so chaotic it makes a game of Jenga look like a model of stability. Under the guise of efficiency, the administration has embarked on a crusade to dismantle and reshape federal agencies. The Department of Education? More like the Department of Defunding Public Schools. The Environmental Protection Agency? Please call it the Environmental Pollution Permission Agency. The list goes on, and the results have been about as effective as a screen door on a submarine. Career civil servants, the backbone of government, are being pushed out, replaced by political appointees with questionable qualifications and even more questionable motives. Agencies are being merged, shuffled, and generally treated like props in a game of bureaucratic musical chairs. It's enough to make your head spin faster than a Trump Tower revolving door. The chaos and confusion caused by these drastic measures are already being felt. Essential services are being disrupted, regulations are being gutted, and the very functioning of government is being threatened. It's like watching a slow-motion train wreck, and the only thing we can do is hope it doesn't derail completely. Remember when America was considered a beacon of hope, a champion of democracy, and a reliable ally? Yeah, those were the days. Under Trump's America First foreign policy, the U.S. has become more like that unpredictable uncle at Thanksgiving dinner, prone to outbursts, quick to anger, and likely to say something deeply embarrassing. From alienating our allies to cozying up to dictators, Trump's foreign policy decisions have been characterized by impulsiveness, inconsistency, and a healthy dose of Twitter diplomacy. He's pulled out of international agreements like he's quitting a timeshare, slapped tariffs on allies and enemies alike, and generally left the world wondering what the hell America is doing. The consequences of this erratic behavior have been significant. America's global standing has plummeted, our alliances have been strained, and our enemies are emboldened. The international order, carefully built over decades, is teetering on the brink of collapse, and Trump seems content to sit back and watch it burn. tweeting all the while. It's a dangerous game he's playing, and the stakes couldn't be higher. The world is a more unstable and unpredictable place than ever, and America, under Trump's leadership, is contributing to the chaos rather than calming the storm.